We are.
It's my birthday. So I just wanted to say that. So,
Oh, here's what happened on your birthday. On your birthday, this source energy that is you emerged into this environment in pure vibrational form with no resistance. Oh, your mother had some, but you didn't. Pure vibrational form. And that's what happens every time you reemerge from meditation. Every day is your birthday. It's a rebirthing. It's a starting new, because it's all about what's flowing now. It doesn't matter what's manifested or what hasn't manifested. It's all about this. So happy birthday to you and to everybody else too.
thank you. So my question is, I was talking to someone about this today, and I was just thinking about just like my relationship and sort of the masculine and feminine elements to that.
Which your inner being has equal.
Okay.
Whether you are male or female in your physical body, the non-physical counterpart of you is equal in all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And?
Okay. So I feel like, as a straight male, I feel sort of more of a feminine energy, like with me and like what I want to express like in my relationship, but I sometimes feel a little bit discouraged from doing that.
Well, it's a common thing. Really, the more in alignment you are with who you really are, the more likely you are to express characteristics on either side of the feminine or masculine equation. It's humans that want to draw those lines in more specific ways and not allow the whole of who you are to express. In the early days, it used to come up quite often. Abraham, if you're going to be Abraham, why wouldn't you come forth in the body of a male? It would be less confusing to people. The best story was the man that said, I'm having a very difficult time explaining about going to this place where this man, meaning Jerry, Esther's husband, talks about Abraham, and Abraham is standing there in his wife. And we thought, well, it's a pretty good plan because it's feminine and the masculine in the name, and it gets as close to a balance as can happen in just one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, uncomfortable with your balance, or because you're not, or are you worried about other people and their discomfort with something that you can't explain to them?
Maybe that. Maybe I'm also sort of afraid of being rejected or just not being understood.
Well, you got to get over that, because hardly anybody's ever going to understand you. Hardly anybody understands anybody. And you all spend most of your time trying to get them to understand, which is how you squander your life force. Esther says this too. She'll say, I realize I'm working pretty hard at getting them to get me. I want them to understand my reasons and my motives and what I really mean. And it's so tiring because they're in all kinds of different places, and maybe they're going to get you, and maybe they're not, and maybe they're never going to get you, and maybe they will, and maybe they're not going to get you today, but they might get you tomorrow. But it's too much for you to think about. Don't worry about anybody's response to you. Now stay with us. What worrying about what others think and whether they get you, whether they understand, whether they approve, what worrying about that accomplishes, which is not a good thing, it causes you to care about harmonizing with them rather than care about harmonizing with your source. So it's like you lose your attention and awareness of your own guidance system as you try to get it where it isn't. In playful terms, we say that's looking for love in all the wrong places. Because where it really is, where it consistently is, oh, it is in other places. Lots of people adore you and lots of people love you, and oh, it feels so good to be in your human body and to hold someone as your object of attention and love them, feels good to them. Or it feels so good when they hold you as their object of attention and they love you. That feels good. We know why you want that from each other. Those are delicious manifestations. That's more of that physical stuff that we don't want you to get dependent on or hooked on, because it's elusive and it's passing through and it's old news, where what you can always count on is the love and appreciation and focus and attention and awareness that your inner being has about you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Thank you.
Enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't you noticed, we're still talking to our friend taking his seat, haven't you noticed that sometimes in the quest for somebody's attention and approval, you get really good at catering to them? You stand on your head in lots of different ways, and they keep evolving and wanting different things from you. So you never quite get them satisfied, because they're looking to you for something that isn't yours to give them. And so you really do everybody a favor by being a holdout and not being so agreeable. Because if you are so easy to give them what they want, then they never have to figure out how to align with where it really is. And then not only do you disappoint them, but everywhere they go, they're disappointed. Oh, did you see that? Did you hear that? Did you follow that? So they get their feelings hurt when nobody's trying to hurt their feelings. Yeah. That was good. And still, you're not satisfied. We are extremely pleased that you are here. We are extremely pleased that you are here. You are knowing what you are wanting. You are enjoying the expansion of your desires. The expansion of your desires. Isn't it good? That non-physical part of you trusts in the well-being of the universe, trusts in the laws of the universe, understands the power of law of attraction, knows that you are a vibrational being, and knows that law of attraction will respond to your vibrational nature, and knows that you have more control over your vibrational output than you often exercise, and knows that in any event it always turns out all right, and knows that you cannot get it done and you will never get it wrong. And the reason that you cannot get it wrong is because it can never be done, which means no matter where you stand, you have a fresh start now. That non-physical part of you trusts in the well-being of the universe, trusts in the laws of the universe, understands the power of law of attraction, knows that you are a vibrational being, and knows that law of attraction will respond to your vibrational nature, and knows that you have more control over your vibrational output then you often exercise and knows that in any event, it always turns out all right, and knows that you cannot get it done and you will never get it wrong. And the reason that you cannot get it wrong is because it can never be done, which means no matter where you stand, you have a fresh start now.